Good morning, YouTubia. Welcome to another episode of Southdown Garage. Balling on a budget, drift car build here. So I want to give you a little bit of a tally at this point. So right now we're at about $1,000 for this engine swap. So I paid $300 for the car and $700 for the truck, or $600 for the truck. Okay, so $900. I lied. With all the transfer stuff and everything else, I'm probably well over $1,000. Welcome to season 2 of Ballin' on a Budget drift car build. If you guys like carnage, you'll probably see some.
Hater V8, bro.
That's where we're at right now. So $1,000 for the engine swap. Now, some of you might be wondering, well, why aren't you putting a standalone ECU in this car? And that's strictly because it's too freaking expensive. We're balling on a budget here, so we're doing things cheap. So that means reusing everything we possibly can. And when I mean everything, I mean everything. I've got the steering wheel from the Thunderbird, because if I need to snake that stupid thing in there, then that's what I'm going to do. So right now it's just about trying to get everything together and or actually getting the old engine out, because I've got a buyer for that already, which is good, because basically with scrapping the Thunderbird and getting rid of some catalytic converters and all that stuff, we're about even on the Thunderbird, and I still have a bunch of parts from it to sell on Craigslist. So we're trying to do as much as we can to sort of recoup our costs and to be able to afford to put coilovers, and if we do down the road plan to go to a standalone ECU system, we don't know what type yet, but I hate tons of wires. It drives me nuts. Like when I pulled the Thunderbird dash apart, it was nothing but wires. But anyways, that's not what today is about. Today is about getting this car up on jack stands, start draining the fluids, and start tearing out this old engine. So then that way we can get rid of the engine, I can sell it, and it's going to go to a good home, and we can start putting this power plant in. So that's what we're going to do. I still have to put the new oil pan gaskets on. I've still got to take the rear main seal housing off this 4.6 and reseal it, because it's leaking all around. The seal's fine, or so the rear main seal is fine. So we can put all that back together so we can sort of drop it in and start testing stuff, and then get an idea of how we're gonna do the engine mounts. I do also have the possibility of the guy I bought the RX7 off of giving me engine mounts for a V8. I don't know what type, but engine mounts are engine mounts, whatever I don't have to fab up. Hey, that would be awesome. And it gives us somewhere to start anyways. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to get this thing off the ground and hopefully get close to getting the engine. Okay, so now that we've got the car up on blocks here, you can see we're getting ready to start draining fluids. What I'm going to start doing is draining the rad and engine first, and then while that's happening, I'm going to go ahead and start tearing this the hood off. Because definitely need that out of the way. It's going to cause some issues if we don't. Okay, so I've got the other side unbolted. Now I just have to unbolt this side. Well, that step taken care of. We gotta start pulling this front bumper off. Last time I tried to get this engine hoisted into the Thunderbird, I had a little trouble, so. Okay, so this was kind of fun to get off. There's a couple bolts on the inside. I had to unbolt this fender and swing it out because I couldn't get at it because, well, you know, it's drift car, so it was smacked around. Did some damage here last season. Gotta fix that. So anyways, I guess there's really nothing, I don't know about you guys' FCs, but It seems to be 4 bolts, and then these little side skirts. Oh, get you to take a look there. So these little side skirts right here are side skirts. I'm an idiot. So these little pieces right here, mine are screwed in. They're tech screwed in, so probably not how they were meant to be. But just to get the bumper off, you just look how good that paint is. Boy, she's just flaking off there. Look at that. Now that's how you know you have a quality paint job. Just flake it. Okay, so now we've got our bumper off. We can start disassembling some of the front pieces here. And hopefully I can just unbolt this and we can sort of straighten it out and, you know, get it so it's close. It's a little bent now. Or I can leave it on there and try to pull it back a little bit. Oop. Well, that felt like it gave. Not really what I was going for, but hey. Well, that's never going to be perfect again. If I find a piece like that, I'm going to try to replicate it because I know I'm going to smash it again. It's only a matter of time. So, it'd be nice to see how much this stuff I can take off. So, I would like to pull this whole bumper off. There seems to be 2 bolts in behind here. So I can undo this. There's going to be 1, 2. There's 2 bolts right there. 2 bolts right there. And this whole bumper looks like it should come off. Yeah, you got to get as much stuff off as possible because that engine's sitting way far back there. And if I thought I had trouble getting other engine out, this one's gonna be a little bit of work too. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull this stuff off. Don't forget a couple of tabs on the bottom here. Next we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take out this radiator. We're going to disconnect the battery, then we're going to go ahead and take out the radiator. Maybe I should try 10 mil, that would be good. Okay, so we got all the lower rad hoses, the lower rad hose off, got the upper rad hose off, got all the bolts out. I did have one break off down the bottom. I kind of, if you were putting all this stuff back together, that would be frustrating, but I don't care. Oh. Ooh. That could be a problem. I don't think that's supposed to slide out like that. Huh. Well, that's not good. Okay, so now I've got a bunch of other stuff to start going through. I have to figure out how this wiring harness is laid in here. And go ahead and pull it out, pull it to the side, and then it's just about disconnecting the rest of the hoses. I've got to disconnect the oil cooler lines. I guess it's probably easier to undo them things from there. But yeah, so I got a few things to do. And the guy I bought this car off of, he's done one or two of these, pulling the motors out, and he says not too bad. So shouldn't take too long. I'm just gonna go ahead and start going through it, and then I'll explain to you what to do. Hopefully it's as easy as the Mustang wiring style, but I probably doubt it. You probably have to pull all the wiring out. So I'll report back in a minute.